Our next level will be the Echoing Caves, and we see a rocket barrel in the background. We get the rain effect over this one. Yeah, we had to reload the area after showing that brief cutscene. See, it's one of the few levels where Rayman doesn't really come out of the entrance portal. He just comes from that little entrance up there. It's kind of weird. One shot with the epic light fist. This level, we have to hit the 4 switches to open the lock. It's a plum! But don't worry, we're not going to be doing any crazy plum stuff. Not yet, anyway. And that's the second and last time we'll see that mechanic, where we can stick it onto the Gorilla Pirate. And this is our final underwater section. Yep, that was the last bit of underwater stuff we're doing in the game. And also, it stopped raining. Yeah, the rain effect only lasts for like a few minutes, maybe 1 minute. The door is closed by 4 switches, and that is the last Murphy hint we're going to see in the game. So you can't charge us and jump at the same time. But thankfully you can just one-shot him, because I am that strong. But Sheila Frantic is even stronger. And she's got the same light fist that Rayman does, except better. This is quite an ominous, atmospheric view. I love it. Love the moon up there, too. This is a nice little water wheel setting. This is just a really pleasant setting here. You've got this water wheel hut at the edge of a towering cliff. A little piranha moat. These pirates know how to build some good homes for themselves. I always like that about this game. Alright. That should be everything in this zone. But now we're entering the less pretty part of the level. The actual Echoing Caves. And this is the level where we officially learn about the rocket barrel mechanic, which we already learned in Menhir Hills before it was taught to us. Nope. That gauge just had normal health in it. Big deal. What, Rayman? Alright. And now we're about to have something... Whatever. No, let's see if we can avoid that damage. We're about to have something really mind-blowing. The Fairy Glade. This path leads back to a previous level. Yet we're behind that bramble cage thing we saw from way over there. Yeah, I wish the PS2 version had this, where, like, levels can interconnect. But even in this game, this is the only time it happens. It's, like, it's so weird. And this is how we get those last collectibles here in the Fairy Glade. By missing that plum. By taking the secret passage. And yet even here we did the plum riding mechanic, except it's a lot more... Like, on lava, the plum bounces around, but now that we're on water, it's just, you know, floating. It's just a lot less crazy. And even these enemies that we would see in a future level appeared in this very early level. Like, I really wish, like, the game did this more. Like, you could find, like, secret passages to previous levels and, you know, explore whole new sections of them that are harder. It's so cool. Like, even Crash Bandicoot kind of does it. Yep, same thing we have to do in the other part of Fairy Glade. We have to trick the robot into dropping the bomb on the weak spot. And that's how we get that cage that we saw earlier. And now the Fairy Glade is complete. And this will drop us straight back to the Echoing Caves. Yeah, fun fact, there's a little effect where Rayman, like, treads the poison water here. Hang on, I want to get this right. Nope, I want to get the barrel to fly into the pirate. Awesome. I can't believe that worked. Yeah, okay, so breaking that cage just makes a red lung trail appear. It's strange, but it's cool. So that little netted wall over there will fall down when you grab it, which kind of foreshadows the next level, actually. Nope. Alright. Alright. I love the howling wind here. I love this backdrop. And we see the warship in the distance. Yeah, that is just a really pretty night sky. And then it comes back the other way. Yeah, this is ominous foreshadowing for the next level. I just love how diverse the settings are in this game. Like, you know, each individual level. Especially when we get to the, you know, the atmospheric and ambient areas like that. The Precipice, defined by the warship we just saw. Meanwhile, the pirate prison ship slaves now on board at 33,524. What is it? Your ferocity, he already has 2 masks. You idiotic fool! Go get him and bring it back to me, dead or alive! This is the most exciting level in the game! We're constantly getting bombarded by the warship. Having to run across these rickety bridges. Watch out for the red shells. I don't care that I lost that power up because we're actually going to get another one in this level. But of course, the music for the PS2 version is much, much better. Oh, it's so exciting. And yeah, this crumbly ladder we just saw at the end of the Echoing Caves, so it's a bit of foreshadowing. But weird thing that the PS2 version does, it combines the Echoing Caves, Precipice, and Top of the World, like between 2 different levels. Like, that's such a weird decision, and it causes the titles to not really make sense. Like level titles. Like the Echoing Caves does not take place in the actual cave part of the Echoing Caves. So it kind of just loses the ambient feel that the title's supposed to convey, you know? some kind of underground ocean or something. It's pretty awesome. And there'd also be a section just like this in Rayman 3, in the Hoodlum headquarters. Okay. This part's the case. See, we rejuvenated our power-up. Ah! Then we get this ominous section where we're slowly descending down this dark chasm. Like how Rayman was already targeting the other bomb. Like his fists know to close in on the bombs. Of course, there's the warship waiting to greet us again. Whatever. We're actually gonna get another power up in the next level. Don't want to lose that fast. For frank's sake, dude. Would be cool if there's a part in this level where you did have to ride a shell as the ship is bombing you across these thin bridges. That would be awesome. But now we're gonna have a special mini-boss. The Elite Pirate, in which we trick the warship into blasting him. It's also like a ninja pirate or ninjals. Up here, though, their last levels. Very fun level and pretty easy. And also, the Precipice music also played in the very beginning when we went down that escape chute. The top of the world. And the gimmick seems to be a flying chair, eh? We know what this means, right, buddy?
Go!
This one's awesome. I hope we got all the lumps there.
Go!
Warning, intruder, Kerr, catch him! And here we meet the barrel pirate for the second time. Yeah, this is the strongest enemy. Well, I guess besides the elite pirate. Just play tactics like that to dodge. And here we had this mechanic again that I'm just not good at. No, we don't need those. Well, that should have damaged you. Yeah! Ricochet for the win! I'm not doing any more, though. Oh, I hit the cage, though! death pit right there. Alright, can't come this way yet. Here's one of the platforms from the Echoing Caves. The Teensy is not in a cage this time, but behind this door. And this is like the furthest Teensy from his portal. So interesting little break in the formula here. I think even on revisits to this level, you have to save this Teensy again, which is like the only time you have to, like, you know, save the Teensy again, so you get to see this version as many times as you want, basically, you know? Yeah. I don't think he saw that. He's just walking by the Teensy. Or the... Yeah, you don't mind the Teensy, of course. Okay, I think Rayman is actually facing it or something. I don't know what's going on here. That was weird.
Yay!
Alright, we miss Alum in the first section. It's not in here. Okay, let's actually just backtrack. Because, you know, there's a lot of little hiding places in this section. Between all these boxes that you gotta jump on. So, there's a chance that we missed Alum around here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank goodness. The Sanctuary of Rock and Lava. So we're at the third sanctuary, except the previous sanctuary was Stone and Fire. It's just literally the same thing. And, you know, it even had lava in it too. So, yeah, they kind of dropped the ball on their variety here. Let's make sure we're saving our progress too. But before we do that, we have our second Lie stage. Yeah, it's been a while since we saw one of these, and it was also in a swamp level. Here you can win life force and power, and you have enough lungs to go there. You know, like both these lie levels are just in swamps. And even the other swamp level, Marshes of Awakening, had the Cave of Bad Dreams entrance, so yeah, it's just a consistent thing where the swamp levels have, you know, alternate paths to other levels, you know? Alright. Just love how big, open, and clear this river is. No, Rayman. No, Rayman. Rayman, we gotta talk about this. Like, there's just a big old void of light at the bed of this river. Got two suns up there. And then she'll give you another golden fist, which we already maxed out. That was the Walk of Power, while the other one was the Walk of Life. Alright, swamp level. Whoa, alright. Even though this is the Sanctuary of Rock and Lava, it's in a swamp for some reason. We also had these weird bouncy eyeball enemies that we briefly saw guarding the Cave of Bad Dreams, like in the Marshes of Awakening. And I think this is the only other level they appear, so they're just a really obscure enemy.
Let's see here.
Now, note in this room for the PS2 version, there was a unique boss called Chenille or something. He's basically one of those dark caterpillars, except he's red. So now we're in the proper sanctuary. It's weird that, you know, a lava sanctuary is in a swamp. That's a nice little break in video game formula, I guess. That's why in the Hall of Doors we saw the Dark Caterpillars representing this level, because this is basically their home base. Sadly, their unique boss isn't in this version. This purple plant is from Rayman 1, so we actually got a returning feature. Oh, that might have been too early. Alright, we're gonna redo that. There we go. So that all worked out. This is fun. Whee! Spinny, whirly, 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 whirly. Fire will burn the plant, so jump off quick. Too quick! Almost overshot it there. Now, immediately off the side here, okay, no, thinking of the next act. Let's just keep going then. Yeah, screw you guys. Shouldn't actually be any pirate battles for a while. I think we can live without our power-up. Never actually had to open it that wide before. Alright, so this part has the hidden lumps off the edge here. Very tricky little buggers.
Yay!
I don't know why Rayman has to celebrate after that. It's not really that hard of a platforming section. There's one. There's the other one, alright. Here we have a cool little puzzle where we have to ricochet our fist off the pedestal to free the team. Oh yeah. But wait, where's our mask? This is the sanctuary, isn't it? Actually, I should do this now just to get my fist back. Taking a very obscure path to the ferry. Yep, now we get to see a swimming mechanic. Glad he tripped at the end there. Oh. This better not be a health increase. Just give me the fists. Ah, I wanted the fist, you stupid fairy. Okay, good, it gives you both this time. Alright. Thank you, fairy. But now we're going to Beneath the Sanctuary of Rock and Lava, where the theme is brambles. I like how his fists glow in this environment. Welcome to the council chamber of the Teamsies. Splendid, you got enough lums to pass through. Prepare yourself to discover a new world. Come on, don't be shy. Hey man, I've got some good news and some bad news. Start with the good news. I gathered enough energy to give you another power.
Just do the push stuff. Do what I need.
A new power?
Yay! RAYMAN!
Now you can fly with your helicopter. The bad news is that your mission gets harder. So here's some advice. Use your helicopter power to fly. Just activate the helicopter and keep A pressed down. Press C to move around. It'll be much easier. So yeah, the game treats it like it's a new permanent ability. We can only use it for this level. Like, Rayman 1 had a couple levels that used this infinite flight mechanic, so fitting that this one has two. But only the one level. Now, the PS2 version, they would turn this into a progression mechanic where Rayman could only hover above lava. And then you have to backtrack to other levels to get lums that involve that. So, yeah. You know what? That gets us out of there faster. Be brave, Rayman. Only you can free us. Oy. Here we have fan blowing mechanic. But also, this level is, like, very short, so I feel like it should have just been grouped in with, you know, the previous level, you know, the full Sanctuary of Rock and Lava. Like, what's wrong? Like, if Stone and Fire was allowed to be as long as it was, just make this a long level too. Why not? It's like, because this part of it is just really short on its own. Then just cram like 100 lungs in here. We control the camera better on the same thing. This is a cool rim. Freaking lava falls. Big old thing, aren't you? Here we have an inverse of the Ricochet puzzle, where you have to punch this ceiling pillar. Pretty clever. And I think there's also a lum. A bunch of these guys. Ugh, get away from me. Get away from me. Whee! And here we're already at the last act of the level. I'm not ready to lose it that fast. I said, stop it, Rayman. Not that we're really going to need it in this level. I would like to keep it for the next level, though. It is hard to not take damage here. I'm going to have to do that stupid minigame again. Take a hard left here to enter this little secret spot. Alright. Where they just hid 2 cages, because they were too lazy about spacing these out. Like 10 whole lumps. Alright, so yeah, there's just... We're on, like, the last stretch of cages. Only 9 left. I can tell you I didn't grab that one. Feel like we missed some lungs. Yeah, there's like 11 left, but we're at the end of this level. Yeah, this is worrisome. Okay, well, there's you at least. Okay, so they were just kind of lazy about the lumps. Alright. Then it plays the boss music, which we haven't heard since Axel. It's Axel's brother, Vouch. I can't fly anymore! So yeah, that's the excuse for how he lost his power. Guardian of the Sanctuary of Rock and Lava. Vouch. Run, Rayman, run! He's going to burn you! So similar to Axel, we had to hit the stalactite to damage him. So this time we have to do it 3 times, so he has a proper health bar now. And on revisit to this level, we cannot enter this boss room. The exit portal is immediately outside Fouch's boss door. I would have preferred it, though, if it was just an airborne battle where we had to, you know, fly around the air and shoot him. But yeah. Congratulations, you found the 3rd mask. Just one more mask and the miracle will come true. Go quickly.